Hey, David, don't forget to sign up for the August 4th Masterclass where I'm answering that one question that plagues everybody. I'm just like most people. I got that one same, one question too that's kind of been holding me back. And they just say August the 4th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. That's right, David. I'm gonna answer that one question that plagues most people, and it kind of stops them in their tracks from getting started. And the cool part about it is that a lot of you all are gonna come from different angles, right? So my team is literally going to send out a survey asking everybody, if you had the chance to ask Derrick one question, what would it be? Well, I kind of like that you're doing that survey because I think that's going to be good because you're right. All of us going to have something different. And to be honest, I got a few things that's kind of stopping me. But if you said if I got one question, I got one. I'm bringing that. You said August the 4th, right? 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And I already know I got to text the word class, correct? To the phone number 407-326-0086. Don't worry about it. I got it. I'll see you there.
What's going on, everybody? You heard my two brothers, David and Dennis. David is kind of catching on. He's usually a knucklehead. Dennis is sharp, and he kind of keep him right on point. But my name is Derrick Forston. I'm the other brother to those two twins. I'm the triplet. My name is Derrick Forston. This is my beautiful wife. Her name is Shay, and we're super excited that you guys are here because, as you heard it, August the 4th, I'm answering that one question that's stopping a lot of you all from getting started. And if you just happen to be new to us, we teach people how to start their own independent living facility, which is an environment where adults are able to live and thrive without the need for staff and or medical oversight. So we're super glad you're here. Miss Shay, tell the people who you are and what you do.
I'm Shay. I'm just joking. Hey, everybody, I'm Shanya Shay Forston, president and founder of the Angela Denise Foundation, 501c3 nonprofit organization that utilizes the ILF model to house women that have escaped from domestic violence, that have been also survived human sex trafficking and so many other different ailments in life. And we take them from homeless to hopeful. So I'm super excited for you to be here and learn that there's more ways to skin this ILF cat, and that is you can do it as a nonprofit or for profit. So come learn more. Tune in, buckle up your seatbelts. We're still talking about two houses, quit your job, right?
Absolutely.
That is the topic. We are going to nail this thing down and make sure that you leave here tonight with your questions answered. So, Derek, let's go.
Absolutely. So let me do a quick room check. Is there anybody that's new to us today? Because if so, I will do a brief intro. But if you're not new to us and we're all family, I'm gonna jump right into it. Because as you know, these are not group homes. They're not ALFs. They're not IDDs. All of those require a major oversight and for you to get permission to
Yeah.
do it. The ILF model isn't really like that, right? Now, looking for a lot of you all, Shay and I have built an organization that will be a little bit of oversight just to make sure that we're not doing it like the way that I saw a lady do it as I was a social worker, and I called it the problem. So as long as you're not housing people in conditions like this, you're gonna be just fine.
Right.
But if you got in your heart that you would house somebody with a bed on the floor, that's the whole reason why we're building and have built the ILNSA. Did I nail it? Bam.
Go
So
ahead.
that's an organization where there will be a little bit of oversight, some checking into, because we
Right.
love God, we love people, and we want to use real estate, but we're not going to do it this way. Guys, if you can see this picture on this screen, those are cinder blocks that are holding that bed up. And this is just a great example of what this is not supposed to be. Guys, these are God's people, and one day we're going to be held accountable for how we treated them. And on part three of you can get two of these ILFs and leave your job, we're just not going to do it like this.
Absolutely not.
Shay, when I saw that lady making 41 grand a month doing this, housing people and rats and roaches, I couldn't wait to get into this. Because, see, we live by this phrase that says money follows ministry and is built into what we do.
Absolutely.
Can three of y'all just put that into to the chat and everybody else just listen to me repeat that? Money follows
Hmm.
ministry and it also follows mastery. And looking for y'all, Shay and I are the
Yeah.
trademark holders of the independent living facility model. And we've mastered the art of shared housing. And my love is to go all over the world and teach it to you. So that's why August the 4th, we have an opportunity for you to now kind of do it this way because this is what it's supposed to look like. And as y'all can see, I'm jumping right into it because tonight's going to be a really short room. I'll probably be less than 26 minutes here tonight, and y'all don't believe that. Shay
Ooh.
probably don't believe it, but in less than now 25 minutes, I'll probably be gone But money follows ministry, and this is probably what it should look like.
Not probably. This is
Because
what it should look like.
exactly, because some of y'all gonna do it
Not
better
a
than this.
probably,
Meaning,
right?
and that's why I say that, because some of y'all gonna go a step above
Right.
like the standard, because there's an absolute standard. And it's kind of what you're seeing now. We
Yeah.
don't go below any of this on screen. Some of y'all are going to be bougier and you're going to like your stuff bigger, better, and nicer. And that is absolutely okay. But what we will not do is mistreat God's people and then ask God to make us rich while we doing it. I
That's
want God
not
to
how it
make us
works.
rich, but
Yeah.
add no sorrow. And
And
we're
let us
also
not
going
add
to
any sorrow to anyone
exactly where I was
else.
going to hop in,
Right.
Shay. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's all about, being the hands and feet of Christ and doing right by people. Um, and that's what we're here to do. Like that's literally the end of the story, the period at the end of the sentence. And that's who we are, right? We're gonna do things right. We're gonna do it appropriately, and we're gonna make sure that people feel dignified. They feel
Yeah,
well about where they're living.
yeah,
They feel like they have a space that is comfortable, that is protected, it's safe,
yeah,
and that keeps them in a safe place and a good mindset, right? It helps keep their mind
yeah.
stable. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it the right way.
Absolutely. So I got another slide, and I just got a couple slides that I want to show tonight because I'm really pushing this really hard. Unless you make $7,000 a month or more, like you fit in
Right.
this. And most of y'all that find us don't make $7,000 a month,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's no down on you. That's not an insult because I know I did, and I was barely making 2 grand a month as that poor social worker. But I give you guys this slide right here all the time to show you what a 4-bed, 2-bath looks like for most of y'all. Now I'll admit this is a lovely price on that $1,800. That's not normal for a 4-bed, 2-bath home. I just got lucky there. I got blessed. But even if you were to add a couple $100, $200 or $300 to that, you can still see that your profit looks really good.
Yeah.
So I'll skip all the other stuff because you guys can read and take a picture of that. But at the profit of $3,000 plus,
Yeah.
most of y'all, that's why I keep saying most of you guys can get 2 of these houses
And,
and leave your job.
and Derek, let's
Hop
let's
in.
not even talk about leaving a job, right? We know that wealth comes from multiple streams of income. So why not add an additional stream of
Yep.
income to what you already have existing? And you can't tell me that $3,038 that goes into a high yield savings account, into an investment account, or into something that's going to continuously generate income for you.
Yep.
Another, why not do it? What most people don't realize is that, if you extend another source of income, you've now made it a lot easier to not live paycheck to paycheck, because you have this opportunity to build up a nest egg and be able to survive in the event of difficult times, right? COVID was a thing. Not too long ago, we were all, wondering and worried about what's going to happen next. Well, I left healthcare, and guess what sustained our household in surplus? It was the ILF model. And that's exactly why I tell people all the time, don't look at it, don't look at it. Yes, the topic is 2 houses, quit your job. If that is your goal, absolutely, but plan to do so,
Oh, absolutely.
right?
They're
You
gonna
want to
quit your job
plan.
tomorrow.
Yeah, you want to plan to do so. Have enough of, like, pay off debts. Do different things that can stabilize you, and of course maintain a savings. Derek and I were just talking about, the different accounts that we have in our savings, and what are our non-negotiables in moving finances. The only reason we're able to have those conversations, Derek, is because we have multiple streams of income,
Yeah.
right? It's not just one savings account, or one high yield or investment accounts and blah 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 blah. It's now having the ability to have multiple streams of income and be able to rely on a different stream of income in the event of something happening in income space number one, right? If income space number one gets slow, you can transition over into
Right.
income space number two. Like, you have these different pockets to feed from. So when we're talking about the ILF life, and having 2 ILFs and being able to leave your workplace, um, that is of course with making the appropriate decisions, the
Yeah.
appropriate savings, the appropriate planning. It's always good to plan, um, and don't plan to fail, right? Non the omission or the person that does not plan, you plan to fail.
Yeah.
So you've got to have a plan in
Count the
action.
costs.
Yeah, you've got to count. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Counting the cost to make sure that things are right.
Yeah.
Right. So,
So
um,
when you guys do hear me say that, I'm often speaking to that person that was a lot like me. Some of you guys, like y'all dream of walking off of your job. Some of you guys have jobs where you're not bothered by people or
yeah.
your boss. You come when you want to, you leave when you get ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really talking to you yet. I want you to keep your job a lot longer
Of
than the other
course.
people. But I always give the caveat like, Shay, we just not going to quit tomorrow as soon as you find us on YouTube.
Let me tell.
That's not how that works. In fact, I didn't leave my job until I had, I think, 2 or 3 of these ILFs,
Correct.
right? And then remember, you all that know my beginning story, I started this with a knucklehead partner that
Yeah.
did none of the work, that then sued me later, right? So we talk a lot about starting this on your own and then hiring
Yeah.
out help later.
Yeah.
Hop in, Shay.
No, I want to talk about I just missed my train of thought. But you talked about how you didn't leave your job right away. You had 3 houses, right? Dang it, the thought just disappeared on me, guys. And it was a good one too. Go ahead. It'll come back. It'll come back. It'll come
So
back.
welcome everybody that just joined us, guys. You hadn't missed a thing. We're just getting started. I'm
Right.
Mr. ILF. I'm now your new big brother. And again, if you love God, love people, and want to use real estate, you're in the right place. It is that
Absolutely.
simple. Shay and I are
That's
the
it.
trademark holders of this ILF model. And most of you all can get 2 of these ILFs and walk off your job.
Walk away.
I've done the math already. Most of us that find us don't make $7,000 a month.
Right.
And again, just to show you how transparent I am, guys, I used to make 28 grand a year,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's barely about 2 grand a month. And after taxes, I got about $800 and some change
Mm-hmm.
that was given to me.
Yeah.
So again, when I look at this slide that I often show you guys right here, after all your bills paid, you honored God first and paid your tithe. You paid the rent, the insurance, the light bill, the water bill, and the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And you still got $3,000 left over. I wish I had 3 grand left over after I paid all of my bills as that social worker.
I found it. I got it. It came back. And it's
Back
because
on
of
Shay.
this. So this is literally the pathway, right? Derrick left his job when he had 3 ILFs, I believe. You had 3, right? It was the 2 in the cul-de-sac and the one in, yeah, the big one. So Derrick had 3 ILFs. Now, when Derrick pulled me, there was 7 ILFs. I was unsure of the financial aspect of it. So what I did is I told Derrick, I'm given 90 days before I leave my job. So what I'm also going to do is transition all the bills over to to Mr. Moneybags over here making all the money. So what we did is we were able to see how well we were able to sustain in that 90 days while I was storing up a nest egg from my income and paying off whatever debts that were out there and stuff like that. But I talk about that because go back to that one slide again with the finances on it. If we didn't sit down and document stuff like this, it will be hard to see what's coming in and out because it's easy to see money when it's in your hands or in the bank account. But when you're not visualizing, and Lynette did such a great job explaining that
Yeah.
in the last session that she did in the ILF Founders Academy, and talking about the process. So I want to talk about our process real quick because that's what we do. We're very transparent. We share what we've done and how we've been able to sustain it. Now, fearfully, like Derrick says this a lot of times that people don't hear or may not pay attention to, but financially, I always had the bigger paycheck, much bigger paycheck,
Always.
a lot larger paycheck, right? Because of my role, my education, all of that stuff played a role in it. But when it came to the transition, there were things that had to be modified. Spending, how did we spend, even though it was a lot more money coming in? Because remember, I told you 7 houses. Times this by 7, ladies and gentlemen, right? Times this by 7. So now you're seeing what that looks like and how we positioned ourselves to make that step. 90 days, I gave 90 days notice. That was what? 90 days. I got paid every 2 weeks. So you're looking at 12 paychecks, about what, 9 paychecks, whatever, how many other paychecks that I was able to put away and be able to just buffer. The reason being is that I didn't know what the income was until we did this and saw that, okay, it is feasible for me to leave my job and come out and help you. So I just wanted to share that,
Good stuff.
just to give somebody some insight on how we planned for that exit. But ultimately, having two of these ILFs did make a significant difference for Derrick in his pay, in where he was in his pay scale. So it was very obvious, and he could feel it and see it, right? There was always some extra funds hanging around somewhere or coming in because transition, right? People are transitioning in and transitioning out. So you not only got paid on the first of the month, it was times you were filling beds on the 15th of the month, or at the, closer to the, the middle end of the month. So it was always so many, and because we had so many beds to fill. So that was another thing too. So be mindful of the more you scale, the more you have processes in place to see, to visualize how you're scaling, and having that accountant on staff, like, you are making the best uh, transition plan for yourself by making sure you have all of the necessary pieces to the puzzle in place. So I yield.
Absolutely. So I want to just give a little bit of the raunchier version of what she
Oh
was saying
gosh. All
to
right,
make sure
raunchy.
that you guys caught what she was saying. Because watch this. In other words, when I was a social worker, y'all, I felt like I was broke all the time.
Yeah.
I got paid every 2 weeks. I paid bills. I had a couple dollars left over until I got paid again. In this ILF life, I felt like I always had money because I got paid on the first, the third. But what happens to the guy that works at Sonny's Barbecue, Burger King, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, and Domino's?
Every time they
They get paid weekly. So let me give you some free coaching. The way that I coach you guys, because I understand people and I've been burnt so many times, we don't charge the guy to get paid every Tuesday from Taco Bell monthly.
Right.
And let me slow it down because I stutter and I talk fast. The guy that work at Taco Bell and get paid every Tuesday, so do I. The guy that work at Golden Corral and get paid every Thursday, so do I.
Yeah.
So if my rent, just for a round number, is $800, I am $200 a week to that gentleman that works at Sonny's Barbecue. Put a number 7 in the chat if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I wish I would have knew that
when you first
when
started.
I first started, because here I am charging everybody monthly when the guy that get the SSI check, he get paid one time a month. The guy that works at McDonald's, if you don't charge him weekly or how he gets it, you're never going to get paid. And remember, I'm your big brother now, so one of y'all, just not 25, not 30. One person said, "Thank you, big bro. I appreciate that, bro." Like, Derrick, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's why God put me in your face.
You've got to set yourself up.
Because one more time, if you charge the guy Pizza Hut monthly, he get it every Tuesday. When you do see him monthly, he gonna have 1,000 excuses why he ain't got that money.
Right.
One excuse gonna be, man, I had to loan my uncle $40. Excuse number 2, Derrick, my mama back in town and she asked me for $150.
Payday loan.
Third excuse, Derrick, I did that Am Scott payday loan, bro, because I was a little short, and then my daddy came back in town. All of that stuff was a lie except the payday loan. That was true. The mama, she died 20 years ago. The daddy, he never talked to him, never had a relationship. Right. But because you charge that joker monthly, when he get it every Tuesday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you never get paid.
Say it again.
Most of my coaching, ladies and gentlemen, especially the new people, is built from all the dumb mistakes I made. In fact, I wrote a book, The 12 Dumbest Mistakes I Made While Getting Started, including that lawsuit that I put in that book in length. So again, if you new to us, type in the chat new, because I want to just know again, like, who's new to us, and I'm giving it right back to Shay. I just wanted you guys to know that don't charge the guy to get paid bi-weekly, monthly. You never gonna get paid.
Please don't do that.
Back on you, Shay.
Don't do that. I mean, you
If
pretty
not,
much said it. Go for it. Go for it.
I just want to throw it back.
No, go for it. Go for it.
Back. Because remember, I told these nice folks I would be here for like 26 minutes today. And if my math is correct, I probably got 19 minutes left. So do y'all self a favor.
26.
Oh, it's lower?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was actually like.
We've already been 19 minutes and 40 seconds.
I'm good at this then. So I tell you what, I got 11 minutes left. If you guys got 3 questions, Put them in the chat. I'm out of here in 11 minutes. And if you're new to me, normally I do stay longer. It's just a lot going on today, which brings my next topic, relationships. I talk about the R word a lot, and R
Yeah.
doesn't mean real estate. We just got, I'll use the word reunited with a case manager slash social worker that I used to work at that hospital that I keep telling y'all I worked at for 9 years.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So if you new to me, like my sis just said, and you don't know my story, God just like showed me my dream sis through another lady that was living my dream. And most of the people that find us, y'all love God, you love people, and you trying to get into real estate. Lucky for me, sis, God showed me a lady that was making 41 grand a month, housing people in burnt up kitchens like this,
Mm-hmm.
beds on the ground. Like, does this make sense to you why a lady would be making 40 G's a month, housing people in roaches and in rats and in filth and squalor?
Yeah.
And because I knew people wouldn't believe me, I took pictures of it and videos of it. There's a bed sitting on cinder blocks. And I often tell people, because I joke and play a lot here, y'all, but I get serious every few
Yeah.
minutes. Here's one of those times. If this don't break your heart, you on the wrong YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Because if you love God, love people, and would like to use real estate, why we got to do it like that? And then make 40 G's a month doing it.
Right.
So as that social worker, as I was making 28 G's a year,
And referring people
a
to this
year,
lady's rat holes.
there you go.
And
I
referring
couldn't
people.
wait to get into
Yeah.
this. And like she telling on me, y'all, I
He-
tell that story too.
He was the
I was
referral.
referring to that place. Why you think I quit eventually?
Yeah.
Because I said, Derrick, you a part of this problem, bro. Once I found out I was sending people to rats and roaches, I envisioned what you seeing on screen now. This looks bougie compared to what you just saw.
Yeah.
Put a number 7 in the chat if this makes sense so far, especially if you're new to us. Now Shay and I go all over the world teaching it. And these are called independent living facilities, which is an environment where adults, not that 16-year-old kid, not that 17-year-old kid, but the 18-year-old and higher. So my age range is 18 to 118. I jokingly say, if you turn 119 in my place, we got to find somewhere else for you to go. And that's a joke, just showing you the range.
Yeah.
But watch this, and I'm going to give it back to Shay. In my community, which is Orlando, Florida, they scream for the elderly adult. They scream for the military veteran. They
Mental
scream
health.
for the Walmart greeter that can't afford the rent in this city no more.
Yeah.
The guy that work at Sonny's Barbecue and Sonic, Burger King,
There's
all of those places,
Yeah.
that's who I'm housing today. And watch this, and I'm done. These people are completely independent. That's why I'm not a group home or an ALF. My people can cook their own bologna sandwich. They can provide or arrange their own transportation,
correct.
and they can take and swallow their own medications without me pretending to be a nurse and end up on the Channel 8 news because I'm misleading people. That's my coaching in a
That's
nutshell.
Derek,
On you,
that
Shay.
is that's the you just said it. You're not misleading people. We
Mm-mm.
always talk about language being a locator and you being able to speak to what you do without having any without people being confused, right? In the nuances of what we do. We provide housing. That is it. We provide a safe place for people to live and be reacclimated into community. So think about it, right? Derek talked about a few of the populations that we serve:
Yeah.
elderly adults, military veterans, um, kids aging out of foster care. That's a whole population. Let's talk about reentry, people that are reentering from the prison and jail systems. Let's talk about just the individual that's aging and has had a loss of a spouse and doesn't want to live alone. Children are somewhere else, but
Mm-hmm.
they don't want to be a burden. Like, there are so many different population types that you can minister to in this space. So don't get so overwhelmed in trying to find your population. Just know that your population will find you because of the community that you set yourself up in. So with that being said, Derek, I want to give some let's take a couple of questions. So if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat because we are winding down. Like Derek said, we're not going to be here
Yep.
super
I
long
probably
tonight.
got 7 minutes left, and that's my favorite number. So if you guys
Yeah,
got any questions or
put them in the chat.
concerns, as I go back to this slide, I want to show you guys. This is one of my favorite tenants of all time.
Have you called
But
him this summer?
but
Have you spoke to
not
him?
in a few probably a few months actually haven't
Yeah, we
probably
need to
talked
give him
other
a
than
call.
text.
Right. We need to give him
But
a call.
right here, ladies and gentlemen, this slide, I want you to take a picture of this. I'm living this today. Literally a lady that I worked at, guys, I left my
Worked
job
with.
in 2018. We worked together for probably over 7 years. She's now been at a different location for over a year and thought of Shay and I today. And
Yeah.
her sentence said, "Hey Derek, is this you? Just want to check before I start texting." I responded, "Yes." "Hey Jay." She responded back, "I have so many clients that need housing. You're still in that, right?" "Absolutely."
Yeah.
She said, "Can you text me a flyer, what you charge, where you're located, and blah, blah, blah?" I said, "I'll do even better. Not only will I send that, and even before I say it, let me show my new people how much I say this. If you've been around me for at least 2 days in your life, what was my next move? I would love to see if anybody know me. What is my next move after she said, "Hey, Derek,
Can you send
can
me a
you send me
flyer?
the information or a flyer?"
Mm-hmm.
Can now I'm gonna only wait 20 seconds because I know it's a little lag, but I just want to see who know us good enough and know my coaching that what should your next move be if the social worker say, "Hey, Miss Glenda,
Right.
thank you so much for," and then Glenda, when you say, "I'm going to send you information via email." Now, Glenda, you knew, so I'm not going to charge this to you today. But somebody should be
Come
putting in
on,
the
like
chat, what
Jermaine.
would Derek do next other than just sending her the information
Right.
through email?
Tia.
Don't y'all
Katara.
embarrass me in front of Glenda.
Oh my
I want
goodness.
Glenda to believe that y'all been around me so long, Katara Johnson, that because most of y'all do this. Let me say that. Most of y'all do this because you've been coached by us. Come on, Heather.
Thank you guys.
Lord have mercy. Thank you, Heather. And the reason why that's so fresh on Heather's mind, she's one-on-one coaching. She literally just had a session with me the other day. And we were talking about this, that we never show up empty-handed. Miss Glenda, you know the problem in your city, and I don't even know where you live yet. Put it in the chat, city and state. But when we're offering this right here, most people just saying, me, I got bags. Can you send me people?
Right.
Nobody is sending Krispy Kreme donuts and saying, "Man, you know what? Coffee and donuts on me today." You guys
Correct.
got a tough job, and I understand that.
Yep.
I would love to come and visit y'all on Tuesday at 10 o'clock to discuss how we can change the
Mm-hmm.
world together when it comes to housing. Rhonda Jackson know that already. That's why she typed it. She probably on Facebook or on YouTube, so it's a little delayed.
Yeah.
But Rhonda knew that. Why would I just say, "Yes, ma'am, I'll send you a flyer"? I responded because I show you my phone, Tessie. I said, "I'll do even better. You let me know what date and time that I can come this week. See, not next week and next month.
Right.
This week,
We'll make
and
up.
I'll bring
We'll
coffee and
we'll
donuts. All you do is tell me how many people will be in attendance so that I make sure I bring enough."
and we'll make space on our
Guys, I'm a
calendar to be there.
no-brainer like that.
We'll make space on our calendar to be there.
I'm a
So
no-brainer like that. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. I'm going to come back and answer 2 questions, and we're going to get you guys out of here because I don't want you to forget about August the 4th. I'm gearing up for August the 4th
or
at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, which is the masterclass for that one question that's stopping you. Shay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
and remember, we're doing this tonight pretty quickly because I'll be live tomorrow night in our school community talking about the AI impacts and what we're using as software and systems and talking to you all about some of the changes. Those that were in the room with Lynette last week know that I got a pow pow. So some things are transitioning at Digital Flow Solutions. So you definitely don't want to miss tomorrow night's conversation in the
Yeah.
school community. If you are new to us and you don't know anything about our school community, go ahead and text the word new to 407-326-0086. And you can get just an understanding of what the school community is. It is a $57 a month subscription classroom. It's like our university,
Yeah.
right? Where we come in and we teach classes. We had the business maven, who is our actual ILF accountant, our accountant personally, come in and teach and train last week. We also had business credit with Flame Newton. We've got up and coming. Oh, we had real estate acquisitions with uh with Will Galloway. We had so many different discussions. We've got personal credit coming in a week with Miss Alicia. Again, she'll be back blessing the
Yep.
family.
Our
Lynette
insurance
will be
lady's
back.
coming
Right,
back.
our
So
insurance company lady comes back.
guys, it's a
It's a
no-brainer to
lot of stuff
join
in
this
that
community. In
community.
other words, like the information we put in this community now, like a year ago, you would have had to have my one-on-one
Yeah,
coaching.
for the
Like
information that we
I
give
would have
there. Yeah.
never given you, but when we developed the Skool community, which is our private ILF community, Skool is just a platform. It's called Skool,
OOL.
Skool.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just text the word new to the number that's scrolling below, that's how you get into it. So
Correct.
we coach you 100% on how to run an ILF, how to do that. But like
Right.
Shay said, we're adding all of these new things. And lucky for you, even if you missed it, we put all the recordings in there too.
Correct.
So the business credit, the personal credit, the funding, the insurance,
Mm-hmm.
all of that stuff, and even the stuff that we have coming. And guys, for $57
Yeah.
a month, that's the cheat code,
Yeah.
right? So most people want our one-on-one coaching, and a lot of people get that. But I throw in the Skool community with the one-on-one coaching, but I tell everybody, if that one-on-one coaching is out your reach, if the group coaching is out your reach, if my 6-month program, which is a new program, is out your reach, if nothing else, if God has put on your heart to start this thing, you would be cheating yourself if you
Yeah.
didn't spend $57 a month. That's $1.83 a day,
You so country.
right? So
Out your reach. Outside of
is
your
that
reach.
country?
Yeah.
I am very country.
Out your reach.
Out your reach.
Out your reach.
That is country in there. Yeah. If it's outside your budget,
Out your reach.
and don't make me go through your bank statement because I can prove that to you right now that is absolutely in your budget. And we offer financing. So we don't ask you to pay it all up front. I got coaching at $30,000, $7,500, $5K, $1,000, and $57. You get in where you fit in according to
Your
how
budget.
close
Yeah.
you want to be in proximity to the coaching. And again, with the Skool community, guys, we have so much stuff going on. Most people feel like they have one-on-one coaching,
Because of the
especially for the
Skool
ones that get the
community, yeah.
DIY, because I got a
Mhm.
DIY. DIY get everything my one-on-one people get minus me and
Yeah.
Shay. Now you have the DIY with the Skool community, home run. And that's what a lot of people do. And watch this. Here's the cheat code. Don't get the DIY from my website at $9.97. Get it inside of the Skool community for
Right.
$6.97. And
Exactly.
then you join us weekly for coaching. Shay does a beautiful coffee Q&A. People love it. Like,
And this is
she's
this
weekly
week.
on that.
This week is
So,
the transition.
yeah.
So remember, last week was during the day. This week will be at our night session. So
Nice.
yeah. So I do every other week.
So it
where-
might be wind down Wednesday.
No,
Oh, I'm
that's
sorry.
Tuesday.
Wind down. I don't know.
That's
Because
on a
coffee
Wednesday.
Q&A is coffee. So at
It's
nighttime, do you
not.
change your
It's
drink?
yes.
I mean,
It's a different. It's not coffee
really?
Q&A.
So
This
what you
week
drinking?
is not a drink.
Oh,
This
okay.
week is AI. It's the AI something something. So yeah, we've got different
I
names
just
for
thought
what
she
we
was
do.
going to add a beverage because it was coffee in the morning. I
No,
just thought maybe, I don't know, Gatorade, Sprite,
different topics. We talk about different
wine.
things at
I
night.
don't know.
So
Anyway.
anywho, I'm not messing with you today.
Anyway, hey, if you guys are new to us, you just called us super casual tonight. But I think I still said enough that if you love God, love people, and you want to use real estate, this is it. And if God ain't showed you nobody else, I'm your big brother. But you still pray and say, God, is that boy supposed to be for me and my family? Because if he is, God, make the way easy.
Yes,
And God, if Derrick and Shay are not for me, remove him from my algorithm.
that's it.
Because my prayer is also, I want the best for you. And if that's not me that God's put in your life, I want you to move on.
That part.
But 95% of y'all that find me, God has already put it on your heart, and he put my big mouth right in front of your face.
That
So
part.
that's your sign. But some people, I'm too loud, I'm too animated. Some people, I talk about God too much.
Yeah.
So I know that I'm not for everybody. But if you love God, love people, and you generally want to use real estate, and you trust what you've heard tonight, I'm your big brother. Oh, and
Mhm.
by the way, I'll announce this now, and I'll let Jennifer handle this any way that she chooses to. Somebody was a major blessing to Shay and I financially. Just
Yeah.
say, here you go. They say, Derrick, I told you that if I make it, I'm going to come back and bless y'all. Y'all, a lot of people say that. Even though you don't owe me nothing once you bought your coaching. But some people say, Derrick, if this worked for me, I'm going to come back and,
Yeah,
and
and
some
bless, so
people
to bless
actually
someone
do
else.
that.
Yeah.
So I'll just put it like this, and I don't want to tell all our business, but somebody gave us thousands of dollars and said, Derrick, thank you, bro. You've changed our life. God first, But Derrick, you played a vital role in that. You
Right.
said, Derrick, God and I changed your life. And bro, you did that. Somebody wrote Shay and I a big check. Now, even though Shay and I will have a beach day this week, I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm super excited. I should take this money and go on a 3-month vacation,
Yeah,
but I'm
but we're
not.
not.
I'm going to pour it back into you all. So if you desire my one-on-one coaching or the 6-month program or the 12-month program, I want you to text the word Jen, because I want Jennifer to literally split that money up and give it away in scholarships, meaning it's still going to cost you money. My one-on-one coaching, which is the most like sought after, is $7,500.
Right.
We've been given a $2,500 discount. Guys, this one's going to be lower than that just because of how somebody blessed us, and I want to bless you. I'm not going to say the amount or anything, but if you know that 7,500
Mm-hmm.
minus lower now than 2,500 and you're ready for that, tap in. Text the word Jen, Jenn, to the number that's scrolling below. Jen is the head of my sales department. She'll see that.
Mm-hmm.
We also got a 6-month program that's the same, just the time is shorter. Again, if you want that, take 6-month Jen, and then she will lean into you and call you back and help you do all of that stuff.
And just so you know,
Other
her
than that,
name is not Jen, like gin and juice.
yes,
It's Jen, like
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Jennifer, but she loves to be called Jen. So J, yeah, because for y'all that heard my country voice, not
Jen.
Jen, no,
Called Jen.
Jenn.
Jen.
And if you just say Jen 6-month or Jen 12 months, she'll know what that means.
Yeah.
And then she'll bless the socks off of your feet. Now watch this. I really mean this. If nobody get it, I will use that to go on vacation.
Absolutely, because Shay's trying to
But
go
I
deep on
want to
you,
be
though.
a blessing to somebody. So I've already told my team how much they can split up. And it's a few $1,000s. So I want to help probably at least 3 people. It's enough to knock the socks off of 3 of y'all feet, because it'll be that much taken off.
Yeah.
We're calling it a scholarship. And I'll tell you right now, the only thing that's required is a 5-star Google review, not an essay, not a question in A and B answer choice. A 5-star Google review, and my team will bless the socks off of your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, Shay, I don't think I saw one question.
There's some requests in the chat, though,
For
from Jermaine. So
Talk
I'm
to
gonna
me.
put
Read
it
it.
up. So Jermaine says, I haven't been motivated the past week, bro. Can we get some words of encouragement so I can mark it in the morning?
Okay.
So I'm gonna let you go first, and then
Um,
you want me to go first while you
sure. Go
stew
ahead.
on that?
Yeah.
So I'll tell people this, right? Someone told Derrick and I that you can have what you desire, as long as in alignment with God's word, right? And we know, Jermaine, that what you're doing is definitely in God's will and his word and his plan for your life. But the only person that can slow it up or stop it is you. So, not to beat you down, but we all have those days where the motivation is just not there. We all have those days where we have to will it. Like, you got to will it until you feel it, right? And you are walking through one of those seasons. But just remember, if you don't show up, who does? If your mouth is silent, who hears about your housing program? If you don't move at the speed of instruction, who's going to do it for you? The other housing providers that end up replacing you? And this is why I tell people all the time, consistency is key. Even when we don't feel like it, we have to motivate ourselves with all that we have to get it done. Just be reminded that, like, for Derrick and I, it's no second, like, we don't have another option,
Yeah.
right? We don't have the paycheck that comes in every week. We don't have the boss that gives us a PTO month, a week, or however we want to accept that, or apply that. But you've just got to be realistic and knowing that if your mouth is silent, your wallet is empty. If your mouth is silent, your wallet is empty. If your mouth is silent, your wallet is empty. And that's why you want to be as you just gotta like I said, you gotta dig in deep some days and really, get out there and go. And then it's not bad to take a moment to rest, right? So I'm not beating you down saying every day has to be 5,000, right? Take a day to rest. and pour into you. What is something that you like to do that uplifts you, right? I've got several things that I like. I like a massage. I like, a nice little glass of wine and a bubble bath. It may be, you know what I'm saying, some soft music, worship, writing, reading. But find that time and dedicate time to uplifting yourself. Because if you can't show up in fullness, then people are not getting the full you, right? And you want to show up in your best self at all times, but also just know that you've got to dig deep sometimes to just get out there and go. But don't let that be a place of consistency. Let this be a moment that you can literally bounce back from and bounce back quickly. So that's me. That's all I got for you, Jermaine. Not all I got for you, but that's what I have.
And that was actually excellent. I'm going to try not to put too much on top of that. I would
Yeah.
just say that nobody's coming to rescue you, bro. Think of it
Yeah.
like that too.
Yeah.
Nobody is coming to rescue you. So you're a leader. You know what you're doing, right? I'm gonna say the usual stuff like keep God first.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say that. Like I'll never not say that. And make sure you're talking to God too, and almost kind of like pretend that He can't hear it. I mean, excuse me, that He can't see what's going on, and just have that conversation out
I love
loud
that.
and talk about the lack of motivation.
Mhm.
And I'll even say this: Dr. Miles Monroe. I would recommend that you listen to some of that as well,
Mhm.
right? Especially that story about the lion and the eagle, and anything that he talks about in terms of leadership coming from the man perspective. So I'll just give a resource there as well. That's something that changed my life,
Mhm.
right? I got a few mentors, and that gentleman's not even living anymore, but I still consider him in my top 5 in terms of mentorship. Okay. Um.
And I'll add
Yeah,
this
I
just
won't put anything else on
for
top of that.
transparency. I think what most people don't realize is Derek and I have been walking through some stuff, not
Yeah.
with each other, but just in business, right? And we have to still show up,
Oh yeah.
right? And prime example, we got a victory today. Like
Yeah.
we thought we not even, we didn't think we were going to take a L. It just the process had to play out.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's you're being processed in a process. So right now, take the lesson from this what's going on. Journal if you don't journal. Write like write things down. Like what are you experiencing? And then why? Like is it anything self-inflicted? Is it anything that is inflicted by others? And take that to the Lord in prayer, like for real. Cuz that's what we did. We had to deal with something and I was like, God, you said that you would perfect that which concerns us. And this is a concern to us. We've done this, we've done that right. We reminded God of all of the things that He done told us to do that we were obedient in doing. But in that, it was just, again, it showed us. And to me, this is what I took from the situation. And I may sure, I won't share the details of it, but I'll talk a little bit about it tomorrow night in the Skool community. But what it was policies, it was processes. And it was not a test, but it was a reminder of keeping your policies and your procedures tight. That was what I got from what we just went through, the victory that we got today, is making sure that everything that we do is so consistent, from contracts to communication to follow up to the way we're responding in certain areas and in situations. Like that's what I learned from this whole thing, is making sure that you review your processes and your policies at least once a quarter. That's what I learned from this situation. So see, Derek didn't hear this at all. Derek didn't know this at all until just right now. So sometimes you have to take that moment to sit back in your situation and to assess, like, okay, what did I have to do to fix this? Or what did I have to make sure was in place so that if this did not work, what was I missing? Right? So now you just have that time to really evaluate, self-assess, and then re-implement. And that's literally God be the glory. We ended up victorious in what what we were walking through.
Something had
But
to wait over 30 days too. Like
yeah,
it's not like a decision. Well, we'll tell you in 3 days. No, it's gonna be 30 days minimum, and we'll get back to you. Right.
yeah.
So what are you
It was
doing?
like, well,
You
what do you do in the
keep
waiting?
moving forward.
You
My
have to.
if my brother was here, bro, he'll just say keep moving forward.
Yeah. And sometimes he'd say you got to fall forward
Yep.
too.
Yep.
Sometimes
So
you just got to push yourself so much that you fall forward.
yeah.
So,
And anybody that's new to us, and if you never heard me say this, but procrastination is the arrogant assumption that God will give you more time for something He's
yeah.
already told you to do. So sometimes when you
Yeah.
feel the lack of motivation, you got to do it anyway.
Yeah.
So it's that anyway saying. Can
Hmm.
5 of y'all put in the chat, do it
Anyway.
anyway? So and life gonna come, y'all. Remember, death gonna happen. But we gonna lose family members. People gonna pass away. People not gonna pay rent. People
Listen,
not gonna pay. Hold on, let me
ca-
put this thing on.
I got two of them
Sometimes
now.
people not gonna pay rent. What do we do? Right? So you gotta keep moving forward. And that's why you
Yeah.
guys also gotta take advantage of a lot of this other stuff that we be telling y'all to do.
Yeah.
Like prime example, I sent out $1,890 times two last week. Now I'm gonna just let that person show y'all that they own here. Now if that's you and you own here,
Right.
shout me out.
I don't
If
think
not, I ain't
so.
gonna tell your business. But I sent out $1,890 twice to one person, and all they did was share a link and say, "Y'all, I'm getting dairy coaching," and boy, it is unbelievable. You should get it too.
Yeah.
And then I told you, then you got to pray. Hey, God, somebody really want to do what Derrick them teaching. God, can you help them find my link? Because I want Derrick to pay me 40% of it.
Yeah.
And remember, we're past the month of July, so the 40% thing is over with unless you're a part of Forston Consultant Sales Team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I
'Cause
still
that's
pay 20%, but if you on the FC sales team, I still pay 40.
hmm
And before I go, can somebody put in the chat, what's 40% of $30,000? That's one of my coaching packages. What's 40% of 7,500? That's the one that sell all the time. 40% of that 997.
Yeah.
Guys, you literally can do that because that's how you now are making other money outside of the ILF. How many of y'all have made a video with Hicksfield yet and sent it to a company like I taught you last week?
Oh, I gotta send them that next week.
So if you're
Well,
not
we
doing all of these great ideas that we give you,
yeah.
how will you make some extra money when Mr. Jones don't pay rent this month? Some of y'all got a tenant coming up this month. He done already decided he ain't paying rent. What will you do?
Can I tell you, Derrick? I got two.
So anyway, Jermaine,
Two.
keep it moving forward, bro. Stay close knit to the community, right? And get on that social media. You already know whether you
Yeah.
feel it or not. Like some of my greatest things that kind of, I'll use the word viral, is kind of when I don't feel like it. And those days I do a lot of the voiceovers. I don't put myself on camera that day because I don't feel like it.
Right.
Jermaine, I had a few days like that last week. Shay
Yeah.
created 4 days like this for us coming up.
Yeah.
So I think, was it Wednesday or was it Thursday? Thursday, Friday,
I think
Saturday, and
it's
Sunday.
Thursday.
I plan on doing nothing this week, but renewing my mind. That's another ideal. Now, we like to go to the beach and do it. We got a whole HOA that we take with us. Y'all, we'll trip at the beach.
We call
If,
it our
if you saw Shay and I at the beach,
community.
we got a gated HOA community. We got tents and tents that encompass our whole body, all our chairs, the cooler, the food, the mini grill. We are a trip. But that's where we go to rejuvenate this mind.
Yeah.
That's even in that Bible. And that don't mean you going to church all the time either. What if you go away with your spouse, your business partner, your boo thing,
And
just you,
renew,
and just renew. Talk to God, breathe in some of that salt water.
That's the best too. That's, oh my goodness, yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
And say, God, I'm asking you for some fresh ideas. And God, also, I seem to have a lack of motivation this week.
Yeah.
And God, you didn't give me the spirit of fear, but power, love, and of a sound mind. And you surely didn't make me lazy. Slothfulness, that word, God hate laziness.
Mm-mm.
One thing I don't want to be to God is a thief and somebody that's lazy.
Yeah.
Because he's put too many ideas inside of us. So talk to your daddy, God. Say, God, man, just, And maybe I need a break, but God, I just feel like a lack of motivation this week.
Yeah.
Can you light a fire under me like only you can?
That's it.
And
That's it.
that's the prayer. It ain't got to be so thou heavenly Father, I come to you. So just talk. God, I'm lacking motivation this week. Can you give it to
That's the
me?
song Set a Fire. Set a fire down in my soul that I
Don't make me
can't
sing it,
contain
Shay.
and I can't control. I
I
want
won't.
more of you,
See, Shay
God.
the real song, bro. Y'all,
I want
I act up.
more of you, God. Like that's your prayer. Let that be your thing. That's all you gotta repeat. Set a fire down in my soul that I can't contain and I can't control. I want more of you, God.
That's it.
That's it.
And surround yourself by
I
good
want
coaching, which is
more
us.
of you,
And
God.
Jermaine has our DIY. He's in our school community. Like he's doing this. He ain't
Yeah.
trying to do it. Jermaine's in this game, y'all. So
Mhm.
if you knew and you're hearing this, he just asking for a little bit of motivation, which is another idea. You got to learn to ask for help too, guys. We can't always internalize everything, right? And Jermaine, I've seen you be a giver, which means you've also planted a lot of
Exactly.
seeds, bro.
I've got
And sometimes that
seed
seed will
in the
come out
ground.
right away, right? A seed goes down before it go up. Don't let me tell my story about that bamboo tree, right?
Oh
It
my
goes down
gosh.
first, then up.
And that's another thing. Like you got
Okay,
seed in the ground. Call
you got
forth
a lot
your
of seed in the
seed.
ground, bro. Like when Shay and I went through our 18 months of hell when nothing worked. I said, God, we got all these seeds in the ground. We help people
Yeah.
every day. When we're down and out, we're still giving a word and helping people. God,
Exactly.
where's all these seeds I done dropped in this ground? And sure enough,
Some of them came like
and it
bamboo
never
shoots
come
too,
kind
though.
of like when you think it's gonna come.
Yeah.
But it's always, hate to say it, sound cliche, but it's always right on time, bro. Okay. So that's my advice to you, and I hope that helped a lot of other people. Now I'm gonna make Shay sing us out of here. So
Huh?
instead of praying, Antonia, I'm gonna make Shay sing us out of here. Anything she got on her heart. And I'll be nice to y'all. I won't join her and ruin it because I love to sing, but I can't sing a lick.
You
This,
really gonna do that
this
to
one
me?
can sing, y'all, and she gonna 5 of y'all, 10 of y'all put in chat. Shay, sing us out of here. 10 of y'all put in the chat.
I gave
And
them.
don't make me bring up the instrumental. I got her music and everything, but 10 of y'all put in the chat right now. Shay, can you sing us out of here?
That's it. Just call on your seed. I've got seed in the ground. I'm expecting a harvest now. I've got seed in the ground. And I'm expecting a harvest now. There you go.
Mm. Antonia, can you say give us a little bit more? Because I live with it, but I love to hear it. Can somebody say give us a little bit more, Shay? Irene, Irene, are you like me? Do just a little bit more. See, I'm getting chill bumps and I live with her. Irene, say give us a little bit more, Shay.
So I'll tell you how you can get more. You ready?
Uh-oh.
I want you to go to iTunes
Uh-oh.
and type in. I'm gonna give you the information. I'm gonna put it right in the chat.
Actually, I'm gonna play it, but I want Irene to say, Shay, give me a little bit. Qatar say, you better sing, girl. And Qatar put S-A-N-G. Sing. See, you can tell she not from up north saying sing.
Type in that name in iTunes, whatever your favorite streaming. Uh, I thought you- oh,
This is Shay, y'all. Put myself to bed. Oh, bro. She can really sing. Shay on real song. Shay on this. And let me say.
But this never because of joy. He can only but that's about me. His grace and his blood. He atonement for my sins and deployed. Caught up like the rapture. My heart will capture arms wide like a plasma. Knowing that he loves me, it's only half of the battle. Try not to chatter. They wanna break us fragile. They like to understand causing natural disasters. I'm gone just like the wind. Your words out when I blend on the toxic. Allowing this love to detox it. I got me. Your words, they're toxic. Allowing this love to detox it. I got me.
I never knew I did until you said it. Feeling it's something that's nice. You did it just for me.
Featuring T Sim. Let's go. Shay, I just thought of the remix. We got to get T Sims on the remix, Shay.
Now I think
And y'all, this is the business baby.
Antonio, don't encourage me. I don't need no help. And I ruin that whole song. Don't do that, Antonio.
So you can, and then, okay, so if you type my name, turn it down real quick. If you type my name into my full name, Shanya Shay, into iTunes, Spotify, all it's on all streaming platforms. You can actually download that, the remix, and then I'm also featured on Boy Wonder's album on a song called Heartbreak, so that'll show up too.
Yep. I'm actually
Um,
gonna play Heartbreak next.
yeah,
So Boy Wonder is my cousin, actually, my blood cousin, and they collaborate. So I'm
yeah.
actually gonna play that next.
And then I got a
Shay is
joke.
on the hook.
So let me tell you the joke about this. So at the end of that song, the set me free. So I did that in full voice and clipped the whole mic. So we literally, like, the engineers had to, I had to go through 3 microphones. Remember that? We went through 3 microphones to get that final part of that song, guys, because I literally, I blew one
Look what T
because
Sims said. Me too, T Sims. I think I sound good in my own.
and I'm not big, like, so no, because he wanted to use it's
Uh,
called a compressor to bring my voice down, but he wanted me to still sing in full voice. And I had to laugh because I was so terrified. And I'll put the video, guys, just in the Skool community so you can actually see how many takes it took for me to get that last part done. But it was fun. But here you go, guys.
Shit, let me just talk it up a little bit. This song was right after my cousin lost his mom,
Yes.
which was my aunt. So this song is called Heartbreak, featuring this one. That's my honey. That's my baby. That's my girl right there. For y'all didn't know that she sing. Hey, y'all, thank y'all so much for allowing us to share Shay's talent with you all. For everybody that didn't know, I'm going to let Shay bless y'all one more time and just tell y'all where to find it at. And spend $1 on Shay. I think that down. So spend $1 on Shay. Shay, tell them again where to find your single. What's the name of it?
Yeah, it's called Sent from Heaven, and you can find it on all streaming platforms. You can even use it in some of your social media posts. Go to TikTok and you can find me under an artist profile and use Sent from Heaven as your social media music playing in the background. So that's how you can get it. The name is Shanya Shay, SHONYASHA, and the song is Sent from Heaven. The other song that you just heard is called Heartbreak. And again, you'll see it under my artist profile on all the streaming platforms. So hope y'all enjoyed it. Oh, and by the way, I used to rap too. Jermaine, I was the best. I was the
He was a rapper before she was a singer.
Well, that's not true.
Well, she was a hardcore rapper.
It was the time of life I was in. I took my anger out on the pain.
You did it just for me. Now I'm free.
Y'all want to hear me now? Holding.
To
I ain't gonna do Miss Irene like that.
inside.
Y'all be good. Should I let her finish? Y'all be good.
Good night, y'all.
We'll see y'all tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, right back here.
Hey, what's going on, family? I hope you guys are enjoying the show. But just in case if you was wondering, how in the world do we rent these properties or lease them? And what does the conversation sound like that would tell them the homeowner to convince them to rent their house to us? That's one of the biggest things in this business, and I want to give it to you. So text the word PURPOSE, PURPOSE, to the phone number 407-326-0086. And we're going to give you the exact guide to what we say, how do we dress, how do we find them, everything you need to know in terms of to get your first property. We put it in the ebook. And again, it's called The Pursuit of Purpose and Profit. Text the word PURPOSE to 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success.